Hey everyone, Zephyr here, and I'm back with more of the human personal storyline. Looks like we might be heading into the 3 orders that I hit with the Sylvari. So let's see what happens.
Your Majesty, Captain Thackeray, I was summoned?
Indeed. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Kryta needs you once more.
You know I'll do anything I can to help. What's the problem, Captain?
There's a swamp in southern Kryta called Lichcroft Mere. The area's been hit hard by our war with the Centaurs. Most of the lumber there goes to build catapults and defenses, so it's common practice to use strips of marsh moss instead of firewood on cold nights. However, the Seraph have brought me recent reports that risen undead, servants of Or, have been seen in the swamp.
Risen? The dragon's minions? If they're in the swamp, anyone who goes in there would be in great danger.
Precisely. The 3 orders of Tyria are pushing to be involved, but can't agree on a plan. While they bicker, my people are at risk. Hero, I have summoned you to act as advocate of the Crown. I want you to meet with the orders and take charge of the situation.
You'll be dealing with the Vigil, the Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers. All 3 specialize in fighting Zaitan and its minions. However, they all use different methods. It'll be your job to decide which plan is best, and then act on it.
You will have the full authority of the Crown to handle this situation. Will you accept this task, Hero?
Your Majesty, I will. I'm honored to serve Kryta and my queen.
Thank you. Go, and meet with the Order representatives as soon as possible. I look forward to your report.
Yeah, I thought that might happen. Short speaking scene, and I will pick up in the second one. Alright, here we go with the second one, Orders of Tyria. Take 2, actually. The Guild Wars is giving me some trouble this morning. It's crashing out on me. Hopefully it does not continue to do that and actually lets me finish out this episode. Unfortunately, we'll just have to see. There's not really much I can do about it, if anything. Here we go.
Finally. Thank Dwayne you're here. I am Scholar Joser of the Durman Priory. We've been expecting you.
You're here to make decisions, and that's exactly what we need.
For once, Ehan's right about something. I'm Hiroki, a crusader with the Vigil. The Risen forces are active in Lichcroft Mere. There are missing villagers, mostly children. We've got to get soldiers in there. The Vigil has a squad standing by. They're ready to sweep the area on your signal, Advocate. Just give the word.
Advocate, I'm sure you can see that such an approach would only cause more problems. The Durman Priory has a wondrous device called the Mortis Verge. We believe in using intellect to fight the dragons. Saves on manpower, you know, and we have achieved some marvelous advancements.
Your device is theoretical, untested. You want to risk children on that? Vigil steel is tried and true.
I'm with the Order of Whispers. We brought this to the Queen's attention, but we'll leave the frontline fighting to the others.
Very well. Hiroki, Josir, give me a moment to think this over, and then I'll decide.
Alright, I think I missed exactly what was going on.
Our strength in you.
Yeah, whatever, I'll go with the Vigil. So there's a group of missing kids. Yeah, alright, whatever. Alright, 2 short ones in a row. I will pick up the next one, and yeah, we'll keep this going. Be back shortly. And we're off with a pretty adequately or appropriately named chapter, Brute Force.
The rumors were true. This place is
Lots of undead fighting coming up, I gather.
Glad to see you, Advocate, but I wish I had better news. We've got a problem. The Vigil squad sent to meet us has been overrun during an initial sweep of the swamp. The area is crawling with hostiles. The children are still out there, and now my soldiers are in jeopardy as well. It's down to you and me.
Don't worry, Hiroki. I can handle myself in a fight. If you're willing, we can rescue your soldiers and then find those kids.
Your courage does you credit. Vigil soldiers are well-trained, dedicated, and determined to defend Tyria. You'd fit right in. If my squad followed protocol, they'll have dug in to wait for reinforcements. We'll need to look for a makeshift bunker.
Then that is what we'll do. I'm ready to move out when you are.
I think I rather like Hiroki, which I think is about the same thing I said about the Sylvari Vigil. It's just, I think, my kind of character. And now we get to fight through the hordes of undead to attempt to find wherever the hell I'm going.
The undead don't gather like this without cause.
Where am I going?
I can only imagine.
Way to the other end. Alrighty then. Through undead that are way too low for me. Which just makes this easier, so that's not really a problem. The fighting is only interesting to watch for so long, after all. How's she doing over there? Okay, so I've got a couple other Crusaders with me as well. And you'll have to forgive me if I sound a little stuffy or anything. It's becoming that time of year, especially out here in Washington. Rains are picking back up, and it's getting cold. Well, they definitely don't swarm you, do they? One at a time. Alright. Almost wasn't able to record this one because of, well, the crashing it's giving me, and I almost ran out of time. Unfortunately, with working on the weekend, it's not always easy to find a spare hour, essentially. Damn, there's a lot of talking this time through.
Crusader Hiroki, thank the pale tree. You're a sight for sore eyes.
It's good to see you're still alive, Serena. What's the status of your troops?
We found several children hiding in the swamp. As we were helping them, we were overrun. We dug in here to repel an undead attack. It's not going well, Crusader. The Risen have pinned us down and inflicted heavy casualties. As the commander of this unit, I take full responsibility.
Remember your oath, Serena. Your soldiers swore to protect the innocent, and that's exactly what they did. We are the light in the darkness. The soldiers in your command died with honor.
What do we do now, Hiroki? Head back out of the swamp?
This isn't over yet, Advocate. Not while there are still people lost in the swamp out there. The mission will go on. The children are our top priority. We'll hold off the undead, and when their lines break, we'll get the kids to safety. Tactician?
You heard the Crusader. Vigil, form a defensive perimeter. You two, take the east. You two, the west. Eyes sharp.
The Advocate and I will cover the center. Move out.
What's wrong, little one?
So...
Just green.
And what, pray tell, is wrong with being
I guess I'm gonna stand here
Nothing,
until somebody attacks me.
It's just a turn of phrase.
Turn your phrase to battle, soldier. Here they come.
Yep, defeat the undead attackers. There they are, behind the tree. I was gonna say, I'm throwing my little light balls. Where the hell are they? Not a whole lot around here. Thankfully, they don't just swarm you with like 20 undead. That could get messy. A lot of these story missions, though, are just downright brutal. You can bring other players in with you. They don't contribute to the story. They just help you defeat the challenges. But I imagine they...
What kind of a Sura can't count?
Jeez.
Ready your weapons, not your sarcasm, you idiots. Incoming!
But I imagine the events probably scale to however many people you bring in. And if such is the case, there'd probably be a lot more than 3 at a time.
They'll have to hit much harder.
I think I cut that attack off too soon. I'm too used to my elementalist. Whatever she's casting just continues when I swap attunements. Not the same way with weapons. You have to finish the attack out with the weapon that uses it. Understandably so. Think I lagged out there for a second. Alright, well, slow is easier, but also kind of boring. Pick it up, guys. Come on.
feel good.
I love blinding them. Makes everything so much easier. Whoops. And then of course there's times that I use my Justice Virtue blind and I miss because they're already dead. And those guys, oh, they are going to attack me, alright. He was supposed to fall backwards. Maybe I killed him. Those guys explode, which is, as you might expect, painful.
Now shut eyes open, soldiers.
How long is this going to go on for, I wonder? Here they come. Oh, two sides. Wow, they're ramping it up now. The weapons that I've got for my Guardian here, the Sword and Torch and the Scepter and Shield combos, neither one's very good for multiple enemies. They're better one-on-one or in small groups, just because they don't really hit multiple things. And even the things that do are very much like direct line, maybe cone attacks. So there's just not a whole lot of room for error, I guess you'd say. Well, but then again, there's also the fact that I can burn everything, which makes things easier.
The undead are falling back, and they lack the numbers for a quick rally. Well done, everyone.
That is so not what she said.
This is our chance to get the children out. Soldier, what's Tactician Serena's status? Is she badly injured?
She's conscious, Crusader, but in rough shape. I'm no expert on Sylvari, but it looks pretty bad.
Leave me. I'm not afraid to die. I gave my oath.
The Vigil doesn't leave anyone behind, Serena. You don't have permission to die, do you hear me?
I hear you, Crusader. And thank you.
We go out the way we came in. Move fast, keep the children together, and don't stop unless you absolutely have to.
Agreed. Vigil, move out.
Alright, guess we're not done yet. Follow the kids, or... Wait, oh, lead the children. They're following me. Gotcha. Well, that makes it easier. Escorts are always a pain in the ass, no matter what game it's in. God, I have some nightmarish escort experiences. Older game, Phantasy Star Online. Oh, there was one mission where you had to escort a doctor through a freaking boss battle. And if he dies in the boss battle, you lose the escort mission. And you know how freaking impossible it is to keep an NPC that barely even attacks back alive in a constant movement boss battle? And back to the topic at hand, that was really pathetic. I never fought a single thing. Now I'm just waiting for an ambush. That was entirely too easy.
Worry about both. Do what you can for her wounds out. Carry Serena. Let's go. We don't have much time before those undead return.
Oh, alrighty. Well, that was the end of the mission. Kind of anticlimactic, but whatever. And that's going to be it for today. We will go meet up with probably another talking scene and followed by another mission next time. Possibly tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you all later. Take care.